Okay, we should be live. Hello everybody, this is Kevin, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Ranting and Raving with Kevin Live. The Cringekino stream. We are so back. Now, as many of you are probably aware, I tried to stream last week, and I had all sorts of problems. However, I did look into the problems and the bit rate, adjusting some things, so I hope everything goes well tonight. I blamed OBS. It's not OBS's fault. It's not even, I don't even think it's my internet's fault. My internet is fine. It's just, like, the bit rate, the FPS, and all this other behind-the-scenes settings that I don't really understand. So, it is what it is. But we're live. There's so much to discuss tonight, because I do want to go over the Nintendo Direct from last week. I do want to cover some of the topics that I had on the docket for last week. But, man, if you're an American, I'm sure you were paying attention on Thursday night. And I do want to talk about that in greater detail. So, we have all sorts of stuff. How's it going, Justin? Welcome, man. How are you doing today? Glad you can join the stream. I guess, I'll start by asking a question. Where should we start? Should we start with the Nintendo Direct stuff? I kind of want to save the debate discussion for a little later on, because, I don't even think it's that spicy, but it's funny. So, we'll cover that. I got some news articles, even something from our good friend Jason Schreier. There's the Anime Expo next week. And, yeah, all sorts of good stuff. So I don't know. I guess I'll start with the Nintendo Direct stuff again, and also Dreamcast guy. I want to talk about him last week, and that's when I really started having the lag problems. But what's up, Komanga? We got a serving of Sloppy Joe. I was almost tempted to make this the thumbnail, guys. You ready? I think you've seen it before. I've used this image a lot. Oh, not that one. Where is it? There we go. The end of America. I love this one, man. Just look at him. Because that picture's from, that meme's from 2020. And 4 years later, he's even more fucked up. You thought he was fucked up then. He's even worse. Listen, Jack. Speaking of Jack, there's our boy Jack Garland. You're tired, Justin? I hear you, man. I didn't even talk about this because, like I said, I had all sorts of problems last week. I was rushing because the previous week I had streamed the Nintendo Direct and I didn't get to talk about it then. But all last week I was off my paid vacation from work, and I didn't go back to work until Tuesday of this week. And man, let me tell you, because my job is very physical. It's a lot of manual labor, moving around, lifting shit. And taking a week off, I was so sore, going back to work. It's almost like, you stop going to the gym and you go back. And I'm like, what is wrong with me, man? I was aching. I was tired. It was rough. But it's actually good to be back. People talk about how nice it would be to be on vacation and not work, do whatever. But you get bored after a while. And, well, it's a paid vacation for me, so that's not a problem. But I like going to work. So it was good to be back. Glad to be off tomorrow, of course. So, I guess I'd share that. How's it going, Scorpio? Justin, I was up late last night and just got back from work. Oh, really? So you had a busy day as well. Yeah, staying up late. Dude, I stayed up past my bedtime on Thursday watching the Cringekino debate between Drumfor and Brandon. Oh, man. All right, Scorpio, I have some sad news. What's your sad news? But yeah, I guess we'll start. Oh, there's man, I have so much to go over. The Elden Ring, so much. I think I'll start again with the Nintendo Direct stuff, though. So let me get that going. And yeah, also, so another thing about last week is, normally I do my stream on Saturday, but I had postponed it to Sunday. the reason I canceled it last Saturday is because I was playing Star Ocean: The Second Story R, which is a great game, and I'll have my review of that in the coming weeks. And the next game I just started is actually Persona 5 Strikers, which is the sequel to Persona 5. Not Persona 5 Royal, oddly enough, because Persona 5 Royal has like a new ending. It adds new characters and has a new ending. But this Persona 5 Strikers just takes the ending of the base game. And, you know, I understand Persona 5 is extremely overrated, but it's still a good game. I mean, I don't think that takes anything away from it being a good game. And Strikers is interesting in the way that it's action combat as opposed to turn-based. But like when you use your persona, it pauses, and you can like cycle through your personas to use them, and that sort of pauses the gameplay. But it's fun. I've enjoyed it so far. So I'm not really sure how long a game is. You know, the Persona games are 100-hour long. I don't think this one's gonna be quite as long. And, you know, Trails Through Daybreak, that's releasing next week. I don't think I'm going to play it at launch, though. Like, I'm going to get it. I have my limited edition pre-ordered. But I don't like doing that anymore. Like, playing the games at launch and just see it. Oh, we're all heckin' hyped. I have so much shit. I bought Soul Hackers 2 recently. I bought those Blaze Blue games. I like to play through them. I got, as Yellow Flash likes to say, Suki Heim. Like, what a retard. I still can't get over that guy. Suki Hime from Type Moon. Actually, a visual novel that came out before Fate's Day Night originally. And it got remastered and re-released, just released the other day, actually. And Yellow Flash does a video on it a few months ago, and he calls it Suki Heim. Like, how the fuck, you know, you're this big anime fan, or supposedly, and you don't know how to pronounce it. Like, okay, I know you don't know what Suki Hime is, but you can't pronounce it right? Like, what the hell? Komanga, Dark Brando. There was a moment, we're going to play clips later, Komanga. I hope you hang out. We'll get to that probably in the second hour, after I go through the first stage of the news stories. But Trump called him Brandon during the debate. He called him Brandon, but it was a very mimetic way in that he was referring to the head of Border Patrol, whose first name is Brandon. And the way he said it, he was implying, you know, the Border Patrol guy, Brandon, but his name's Brandon, calling, you know, Joey Brandon. It's so mimetic. Like, Trump is sharp, man. I've seen people, and I think you guys all know I'm biased. I like Trump. I fucking love Trump. He's great. I'm totally voting for Trump. However, it's so interesting to me to see people, because even the Democrats can't admit that Biden fucked up. Or sorry, he fucked up so bad, even they have to admit that, you know, he's terrible. And some of them are even saying we need to, you know, move on. Get Campbell in there, get Gavin Newsom, whoever else. Get Big Mike, you know, whoever they need. But I've seen people who are doing, oh, they both sucked. They both sucked? Like, what are you talking about, dude? Trump was great. And it's just like this weird cope they have where they hate Trump so much and they realize that Biden sucks, but they can't admit it, which is just pathetic in my opinion. But again, maybe I'm the one who's biased because I love Trump. Maybe that's on me, but I don't know. What do you guys think? I thought he did great. He had somebody, like, one of the great comebacks he had was Biden did the, like, the mushmouth slurring, and Trump said, well, I'd like to respond to that, but I don't know what he said, and I don't even think he knew what he said. And Biden just made the look at him like, come on, man, what are you talking about? I don't know. Like, Jesus. That was such a good one. And then Trump, he also said I took the cognitive test. I aced the cognitive test. No one's ever seen marks like that before. I did so well in the cognitive test. It's like, and you know what? I bet you we would struggle with a cognitive test. Like, I'm being honest. I've never taken a cognitive test, and I just wonder, like, what's on the cognitive test? Anyway, MAGA, Ultra MAGA, I don't care. You guys all know. What am I hiding from? I kind of have to skirt, like, see, I'll talk about it on streams. It's all well and good, but I'm not going to, like, talk Trump in videos and stuff. We'll keep that, because the streams, you know, I guess you're my hardcore fans here. Get watched by them, and we all have similar beliefs, whereas the videos, you know, the general populace. Okay, Scorpio says Taiki Matsuno, the voice actor of the Green Ranger in Hurricane Ranger and Digimon Saber's Agumon. He passed away, and Vlad from Danny Phantom, voice actor, passed away. Oh, rest in peace. They will be missed. Toku Shotsu YouTube just has the Hurricane Ranger livestream marathon to honor Taiki death. Well, rest in peace. Thanks for sharing, Scorpio. Komanga, you're telling the truth. Justin, I was making so much more money when Trump was in office. We need Trump back. Absolutely. And I mean, you're in Canada, so it's just, I don't know, man. Like, the people who are doing this whole thing about how they both suck, we need age limits. Okay, we can tell Biden's fucking old. But Trump, he might be old, but he still got it, man. He still got it. And I am going to share some clips later of him, because he was golfing the other day, too. And Biden, he did a rally the other day after the... It's so... They must have gave him the... The drugs didn't work on debate night, but they worked the the day after. Because he sounded better the next day. So, I don't know. Alright, I'm just getting some tabs up here. Oh yeah, Asmongold too. We'll talk about him. I got some fun stuff with that. Alright. Adrenochrome. They gave him something. They gave him something. But yeah, we'll get to... I have clips with that. We'll get to that later, guys. Let's start with some of the... Because I wanted to cover this, and this didn't work out well for me last week. So let's go through it again real quick. Sorry if this is rehashing, but I do want this out there. And I've often thought about, like, taking segments out of my streams and turning them into videos. What do you guys think of that? Because I don't really post as many videos as I used to. But, alright. I gotta remember how to do this now. Share the screen. Alright, yeah, okay. So Nintendo Direct. This was from, like, 2 weeks ago now. 40 minutes. I streamed this, which did I show this off? I made this beautiful thumbnail. Which, where the hell is it? I can't seem to find it. Oh, well. You can look at the thumbnail from the last live stream, where I put Noelle and Archer and Tio and Velvet on the thumbnail. And that's as good as I'll get to making thumbnails. So, they start with the Mario and Luigi game. Which, God, look at this stuff. Look at this screenshot. I will say, I played 3 of the Mario and Luigi games. Of course, the first one on Game Boy Advance, Superstar Saga. There was the one on the DS where they had Baby Mario and Baby Luigi. That one was a lot of fun. And then the other one, Bowser. So this game looks good. It's turn-based. But again, there's just so many games coming out now that it's difficult to justify buying everything at launch for $60. I have the tablet up too so I can see your chats, guys. Justin, he sounded way more energetic in that speech he gave. He did! He really did. Komanga, Jill was trying to cover up his old ass. She was. We'll get to a clip of her later on. Sounds cool. Justin, Asmongold, not as bass as I thought based off a clip I saw on his reaction to the Acolyte music video. Yeah, I actually listened to his reaction to the Trump stuff, and he's the other one who's like, oh, they're both too old. It's like, okay, but Trump, he might be old, but he still got it, man. And I'll take Trump over any Democrat, obviously, but I'll take him over, you know, Ron DeSantis, Nikki Haley, whoever else. I'll take him. So, let's carry on with this. Some more Mario and Luigi stuff. This Nintendo World Championship NES Edition. This is like old NES games where you do speedrun challenges. What do you guys think of that? Then, of course, we had the Fairy Tail game, which they're turning this into more of an action combat. So, you know how I feel about the first Fairy Tail game. I mean, it's pretty mid, but I like the anime, so I'll be checking this one out as well. Fantasia Neo Dimension. So this game was originally on Apple Arcade, only on the Apple phones. And of course, created by Hironobu Sakaguchi, the creator of Final Fantasy, with music by Nobuo Uematsu. The game looks great. We're going to look at the Fantasian page in a second here. But the way they did these backgrounds is all like dioramas and stuff. Really good stuff. Really good stuff there. Justin says, Kevin, it's time to reject Vidya and embrace Herka and learn how to Riz, bro. I know, that's the guy you've been watching on YouTube. I watched that one video, man. I don't know. He seems like an Andrew Tate type character, and I'm fine the way I am. Maybe eventually, but I don't know. Alright, Nintendo Switch Sports. This is like an update, I think, to basically the Nintendo Switch version of Wii Sports. This was some sort of platformer. I don't know if it's an indie game or not. You know, Synthetic Man did a great video on the indie games. The indie games aren't any better. I mean, I guess this has a cool design if you're into platformers. Disney Island, Hello Kitty, Looney Tunes. We're going to skip all that. Among Us. I still don't even know what Among Us is, guys. I really don't. Like, I know this was like a big meme years ago. I don't fucking know. Free update? Okay. Farmagia. We're going to look at the page there. This has all the Mashima waifus. Like this. Okay, we'll look at the artwork for her later. The hot chick with the blonde hair. You know, I love Hiro Mashima. But the gameplay here, I don't really get it. You like farm monsters? I guess it's kind of like Pikmin in a way. Donkey Kong Country Returns HD. So this game, I honestly thought they re-released this on the Switch already, because this game was originally a Wii game. I thought they re-released it on the Switch, but apparently not. And the pre-orders are up for this. It's $60. It's just crazy, man. Like, I don't know. Didn't they re-release the Metroid Prime game for $30? That seems reasonable for a remaster. So there's that stuff. Oh, the Dragon Quest III HD 2D remake. There's a video I want to show you guys, because I guess Square Enix gave demos or invited a bunch of content creators to play the demo of Dragon Quest III. And I saw, this was a video I recommended, I saw possibly one of the worst videos I've ever seen in my entire life from one of our fellow content creators who has like 30,000 subscribers and gets like 500 views. But, you know, who am I, right? So who am I to talk about that? But I guess I always find that funny. And in his intro where he's showing himself on the camera, he does like a million jump cuts in the first minute. He can't even say the first minute without making all these cuts and edits. It's fucking ridiculous. And then he says he doesn't even know what Dragon Quest is, never played Dragon Quest. Like, why are you qualified to do a video to get advanced access to play it? But this game looks fantastic. This will probably be my game of the year. I'm excited to play this. After playing Star Ocean, the Second Story R, this style is the best. Like, it really is. I love, like, the old retro feel. It's just, can't get much better. And they did some really cool animations with these monsters showing up. Justin, he's better than Andrew Tate. He actually teaches female psychology, and bro, he knows a lot of stuff. I learned about the... You learned about the tunnels through him? Like, shit, you're late to the party, Justin. Those tunnels, that's from like 6 months ago. That's from like 6 months ago. You must have missed that. They're like popping out of the tunnels. What are they digging down there? Connecting the synagogues. Like, what the fuck? Oh my gosh, it's crazy. Come on, I've watched quite a few vids on MGTOW. Yeah, the MGTOW are cucks. Men going their own way. I agree. MGTOW are cucks, don't watch that stuff. And this artwork is really nice. You know, of course, Akira Toriyama passed away a few months ago. And I like how they did the reveal showing the other characters, which will be interesting to see how the gameplay works for them, because, you know, according to Yuji Horii, excuse me, the proper play order is to play Dragon Quest 3 first, then 1, then 2. But the way it was set up in Dragon Quest 1, you only have one character, one party member. Then in 2, you get 2 party members, so there's 3 altogether. And then in 3, you get the 4 party members, the 4 bros in a row, if you will. So, looks fantastic. The Erdrick Trilogy. And this begs the question, I'm sure if this sells well, we're going to get, you know, 4, 5, 6, 7, all the Dragon Quests, right? Funko, like, what even is this game? And this, too. I mean, Nintendo knows how to milk their franchises, man. I will give them credit there. Denpa Man, Metal Slug, Darkest Dungeon. Oh, pay-to-rent Game Boy Advance games. I love it. Pay-to-rent Nintendo 64 games. This is a crazy announcement, too. Phantom Brave, The Lost Hero. I'm not going to play this game because it's going to be like this Gaia. But the fact that this was a PS2 game, getting a sequel all these years later. Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection. After playing BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, I kind of like 2D fighters. We'll check this one out, see what the price is like, if it's going to be a $50, $60 game, whatever it is. Mario Party. I mean, if it ain't broke, why fix it? Just keep making Mario Party games. The new Zelda game, I do want to talk about that. There's some videos. One from John... I didn't watch them. I just saw the thumbnails. But I saw one from John Delarose. I think he's being serious. There's like this fake outrage about this game being woke because you play as Zelda. Which, honestly, just play Ys. Ys is better than Zelda if you want that kind of vibe. But the fact that you play as Zelda, which I think fans... I'm not even a big Zelda fan, but I think Zelda fans have been asking for that for a while. I mean, it's called the fucking Legend of Zelda. Why not call it the Legend of Link? So you play as Zelda. You know? Whatever. I'm probably not going to play it, but it's there. I did play Link's Awakening. But that's because I played the Link's Awakening Game Boy Color game years ago. And I guess they're going to sell another Switch Mini or Switch Lite. Just Dance. You know, this is surprising. They have fucking Green Day here. Basket Case. My mind's just playing tricks on me. How the fuck's that song go? I haven't heard it in so many years. Green Day. Lego Horizon. Oh yeah, that's Horizon. That's the fucking PS4, PS5 game. Stray. What even is this? Tales of the Shire. I guess you like build your house in Hobbiton or whatever. Bilbo Baggins! Shit, we got the Black Hobbit and shit. Ace Attorney. This game apparently was never released outside of Japan, so they're finally releasing it in the US and Europe and everywhere else. Justin, it's a self-destructive ideology, and a lot of them don't even believe in the stuff they preach. Oh, true that. Justin, I have heard of Phantom... I have Phantom Brave, never played it. I've never played it either, but based on the fact that I didn't like Disgaea 1, I doubt I like Phantom Brave. Yeah, Komanga, I wouldn't watch MGTOW either, I mean... But if you want to watch it and you like it, you know, whatever. I'm not going to force you. Oh, Metroid Prime 4. I don't care. Everyone was losing their mind on Metroid Prime 4. To me, it's a first-person shooter. So it sucks. So here's Fantasia Neo Dimension. Again, this game originally came out on Apple Arcade in 2021. Created by Hironobu Sakaguchi, the creator of Final Fantasy. And he says, Fantasia Neo Dimension has had its grand reveal, marking its comeback at Square Enix. The strength of a digital title is that it can continue existing without deteriorating. And I wanted... Wait, what is that? The strength of a digital title? Digital titles aren't strong at all. we need physical copies. And I wanted Fantasia to be an especially long-standing title. Okay, that's why he's putting it on consoles. I developed Fantasia thinking that it could become my final work before retiring, so it has a special place in my heart. Having the opportunity to rebuild it at Square Enix this way and making it widely known is truly a blessing. This title is an amalgamation of the souls of the diorama craftsmen, Uematsu's compositions, and of course the game developers. If you like, please give it a try. Absolutely. Oh yeah, there's Johnny. This is Happy Console Gamer. So I think they had some other stuff on that Twitter page. Yeah, they have their own Fantasian Twitter page. And they're adding... Oh, they got... the character designs are pretty cool. That's Tan, a solitary fighter who's always on the losing end of the fight? Really? Valrica. I guess these are the party members or possibly the enemies. Oh, Leo. Look at that guy. Ease, or EZ, Ez. Alright, so they got a cool cast of characters. They got the old man, they got the girl, they got the loner, they got the robot. The main character... Yeah, here's the dioramas. This is so cool, man. What do you guys think of this? I know... Like, can we talk about some the stuff we're talking about in the stream, guys? I mean, I know you're doing the whole MGTOW thing, but let's keep it going. What do you guys think about this diorama thing? Because I think this is so cool how they built these little things. This is what they did with the Lord of the Rings way back when, before everything was, which they had CGI in Lord of the Rings, but they built like miniature Helm's Deep and stuff like that, and I just think it's great. Like, build that, put it in there, like, it's so cool, man. This really gives vibes of, like, PS1 games, you know? Yeah, there's Leo. And doesn't he look like the femboy version of 2B? He really does. I think other people in the comments were... Eric Layden mentioned that in one of his streams. Yeah, I thought that was a girl, and it's the male version of 2B. So yeah, looking forward to it, and it's available on every console, so that's a beautiful thing. It's on the Switch, it's on the... PS5, PS4, Xbox, Steam, so it's all there. Justin, watch Zerhika videos on YouTube, learn how to talk to women, self-improve, make money, and improve yourself. Yeah, give it a watch, Komanga. Justin, if you're in your 20s, focus on making money and improving yourself. Think of your money like a power level. The more money you have, the higher chance you have with women, but need to work on your looks and social status. I'm sorry, bro. Honestly, don't care about video games anymore. Maybe I should just leave. Oh, I'm sorry, Justin. I mean, I agree with your points there. I'm doing pretty good with money. I work 6 days a week. I just do this for fun, man. So I don't know. I like to get away from the crazy shit going on in the world and enjoy myself with video games. But I get where you're coming from. Absolutely. Komanga Fantasia looks cool. I think it does. Here's the art from the Dragon Quest remake. There was one other article I had. I gotta see if I can find it now. Oh, right here from Genki. This was going over all the details of Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D, which this was translated from a Japanese website. So these were just the bullet points there. Story based on the original with some revisions under supervision from Yuji Horii. Akira Toriyama not directly involved. However, the art style respectfully imitates Toriyama's style. You can choose graphics mode or performance mode. That's crazy to me. Like, you know, we need to choose between the two? Like, what the hell? This is a sprite-based game anyway. 3 difficulties, easy, normal, and hard. The battle speeds. So this one's going to have, you know, random encounters, which I guess played Star Ocean the second story are, and the enemies in that game appear in the overworld, and then you run into them as you want to fight them. So I can't really knock random encounters if they do implement super fast speed, so you can just speed through them, and that's how you do your grinding. And Star Ocean, that game you can really break. You can break all the Star Ocean games with the different skills. There's one where you can increase your experience, and it like lowers your attack and defense and everything, so that's cool. Auto battle, auto saves, random encounters, classic JRPG gameplay with improvements, added sound effects and voice acting, orchestrated music. World map is not flat and has a design that goes up and down. It's always displayed. Camera cannot be controlled, but the zoom distance can be changed. You can dash in towns and fields. During battle, the camera angle changes with each turn. So yeah, I'm definitely excited for that. Here's Fairy Tale, man. Which, again, like, going to the site is pretty crazy. Like, they put the site together. That's beautiful. Hiro Mashima artwork, Zera first Natsu, of course. But the screenshots of the game, like, it's all just blurry and... Oh, not that one just yet. Like, look at this. Like, I don't know. I mean, this is a Gus Kelly Tecmo sort of budget tier game, anime game. But even, like, there's one with the main group. And Mira Jane's face... I gotta see if I can find it now. Here it is. Like, just her eyes. It looks like she's in the middle between, like, blinking or whatever. Like, what's going on there? It's kind of a weird face she's got. But, yeah, this, I don't think they've announced a release date. I think they just said, like, what, 2025? Coming this winter, okay. And this is PS5, PS4, Switch, and Steam. So no Xbox on this one. Here is Farmagia, which has the designs by Hiro Mashima. That's, you know, his blatant Natsu ripoff. And this is going to be on just PS5, no PS4. PS5, Steam, and Switch. And I guess it'll be like a visual novel type thing. So there you go. And some of these names, like 10 Arch, like some of the names are kind of weird. And I thought this was good too. This chick, Nars, the Orasian Cease. So that's been a faction in every one of Mashima's series from Rave Master to Fairy Tale to Eden Zero. So that makes an appearance yet again. Always good to see. This was funny. I saw this guy had retweeted this. And of course, this was posted in June. So this was after Summer Game Fest. Which, yeah, Summer Game Fest, Xbox, all that shit. It sucked. It was terrible. Kids had their fun. Now it's Real Men's turn. Yeah, Real Men getting our Dragon Quest remake. And then you sort of see the duality. And this guy right here, Mighty Keith, if you want to check him out, he has some of the worst takes I've ever seen in my entire life. He's another one who's been bitching about the Trump and Biden since that debate. He's lost his mind. But yeah, I must be out of touch with Nintendo games because people are saying that was a good show. I legit only saw 3 games I liked. Okay, I mean, I guess it all comes down to taste and what people like. In terms of Nintendo stuff, Mario and Luigi looks cool. The last Mario Party sucked. Metroid Prime. Alright, so there you go. Komang, I hope Fairy Tail 2 can improve from the previous game. I hope so too, man. Justin says, check out the community post after the stream. Will do. Yeah, let me just put this back up and I'll go through more, because I have a bunch of bookmarks. I just want to try and go through everything real quick. Next up, we're going to go through Dreamcast Guy. So we'll check that out in a minute. I have some 4chan stuff too, but I don't know if the threads were archived. Yeah, they've been deleted. So after like a week, they're no good. That's fine. All right, so we're gonna do Dreamcast Guy next. We're gonna do something like just the duality of Nintendo fans and some more bad takes on Twitter, which I find funny when I see bad takes on Twitter. So let me get those tabs up. All right. Justin, kind of weird that the first game was turn-based to begin with, The Fairy Tail fans are more into action games. Yeah, you know, it's surprising to see, like, an anime game that isn't a fighting game. You know? That was really interesting. Alright. So, next up, well, what do you guys want? We have some more bad takes on Twitter, the autopsy of Dreamcast Guy's channel, or the shitty Dragon Quest video I was talking about earlier. What do you guys want? Comment, and that'll be the first one we talk about. And then we'll get to the Biden-Trump stuff later. I would assume. Fuck my dad. No, it's all good, man. And we got a small crowd tonight. Where the fuck is everybody? I guess I guess with my mishap from last week, people were like, oh, fuck Kevin's stream. It's just going to be laggy and shit anyway, so why bother? Well, I'm glad Komanga and Justin are here. Scorpio P-Stat. I mean, I don't know, guys. He like shows up to every stream and just says nothing and then disappears. It's so weird. I don't think he watches any of my videos, but he shows up to every stream. Dreamcast guy? Alright. And how's it going, Shinks Second? How's it going? Welcome. Alright. So we're going to take a look at Dreamcast Guy's channel here. Which I used to watch Dreamcast Guy years and years ago. But he's just terrible. Like, he's so bad. For the amount of subscribers he has, too, he doesn't really do too well with views. The one video I wanted to talk about last week was Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance, which hasn't even had 10,000 views. And we got to read the comments here because I think there's a lot of people who hate watch Dreamcast Guy. And he's easy to hate. He's easy to pick on because first of all, like the thumbnails, which why doesn't he have his face in the thumbnail? Wait a minute, he didn't have his face in the thumbnail for that one or SMT5. He has the demon chick though. But yeah, like lately he's been feuding with everybody. And had this beef with this Xbox YouTuber. Inserted himself into the Dr. Disrespect drama. So let me talk about that for a minute. So, I don't know who Dr. Disrespect is aside from like hearing about him and, you know, seeing his mullet and his mustache and everything. But I don't really know much of the lore about him. I always sort of assumed he was like a conservative streamer just because he was banned on Twitch some years ago, and I guess he had streamed on Kick and YouTube, right? And then it turns out that all these allegations are coming out now that he was talking, you know, sending messages to a minor, which I learned that Dr. Disrespect is in his 40s. He's married, and I do believe he has a kid. I thought this guy was like maybe in his late 20s, early 30s, but he's in his fucking 40s. So, yeah, texting a minor or whatever, I think, you know, was 17 or whatever, but still, you know, it's fucking crazy. But the fact that happens, I think, in 2020, and now here we are in 2024 talking about it, it's like, what the fuck is going on? And of course, now he's getting involved here. Like, Dreamcast Guy has never, to my knowledge, gotten involved in any kind of drama or anything. Like, you see the videos he does. He's Alan Wake 2, Ubisoft, doing reviews, whatever. He doesn't really get into much drama. But now he's inserting himself into the fucking Dr. Disrespect drama. Like, what? So, that's interesting. Oh, and the Elden Ring. Where's the Elden Ring review? He has brutally honest review of Elden Ring. This was like 6 hours after the fucking DLC came out. So yeah, he totally beat the DLC. Justin, I literally watched one of his videos, but where's that Final Fantasy X-3 this guy said we were getting? I know, he's just full of shit. There was an interview years ago where Nomura talked about how they wanted to do a 10-3, and I'm sure he wants. I'm sure Nomura and others maybe have like a rough draft outline about it or something. But yeah, I mean, I don't think it's... Honestly, I wouldn't want Final Fantasy X-3 to happen anyway. I'd prefer to get like a prequel with Jecht, Braska, and Auron and their adventure. I heard people say they think the allegations are fake and that they're after him because he's right-wing. You know, that's what I thought too, Justin. Because, you know, it comes out all these years later, and that's what I thought happened, was he got banned years ago because he's right-wing. That made sense to me. What's true, isn't 17 legal in some states? That's the other thing. In some states, and I guess some countries even, you know, I think the age of consent might even be 16, 17, obviously 18. I think it varies state to state. And that brings up another discussion. Like, what if you're, you know, a 20-year-old going out with a 17-year-old? You know, like, it's not really that big an age gap, especially, like, years pass, and the 17-year-old's 20, and then you're 23. I don't fucking know. But I do think it's creepy he's in his 40s. I think he's 44 and a 7th-year-old. That's a little much, but, you know, there's things where you can kind of, I guess, debate it, but the whole thing is just fucking weird. Anyway, on the topic with Dreamcast guy. So, SMT5 Vengeance, I mean, first of all, it's not a lot of views for him, and the like to dislike ratio. What's going on there? And the comments are just brutal to him. You played 4 hours and dropped it. Prove you finished it. Nice. And then you have people defending him. Nice sly. He's the ultimate gamer. He can finish it in no time. This is like an 80-hour, 90-hour game, by the way. He played more than 4 hours. No, because the gameplay footage is from early game, and then there's other commenters saying that he stole it from other YouTubers. Yeah, it's been on the Switch for a few years. Why'd you delete your Twitter account? I think his Twitter account's still up, but I guess maybe he deleted it. Damn, man, those views are abysmal. Unless you're making Xbox hate content, you should desperately look for some Xbox news or do what you always do and make it up. Atlas, yes, Dreamcast guy said he was sponsored at the start of the video. And that's the thing, too. Like, I'm beginning to hate this whole sponsorship bullshit. Because you see it firsthand. These people, like this guy right here, you can see this thumbnail of Trails Through Daybreak. Trails Through Daybreak doesn't come out until next week. And people got these review codes like 2 weeks ago to play, because the game is long, to play through it. And it's just fucking bullshit. What the companies do is they just give you the review code so you'll talk about it. And it'll entice other people to watch this review and then buy the game. I got my review code last year. And that's what it is. I stopped applying for review codes after that because anyone can get them, man. Like, if you have a decent amount of subscribers, like even me, I have under 1,000 subscribers. If you apply for them, they'll send it to you. Because Matt, my good, well, I don't know if he's my good friend. He doesn't watch my streams, but I do talk to him and watch his videos. Mad Kaiser, he has like 800 subscribers, and he gets review codes all the time. If you apply for review codes, they'll give it to you. So that's what happened here. Dreamcast guy applied to the Atlas review code, got it. It played 4 hours, did his video, made probably like 80 bucks off the video, and that's it. So God bless him. I don't trust sponsored videos either. So it's just funny. Oh yeah, Max. That's Dreamcast guy's real name. So here's Elden. Look at the dislikes! Jesus Christ. Thanks for watching and liking that video with a heart. Oh my God. Yeah. We're gonna look at the Steam reviews because, like, people are criticizing the Elden Ring DLC for being too difficult. But that's the thing of Souls games. That's kind of the point. I don't like Souls games. So it's not for me. But, you know, people like them. And if you want to buy the DLC, go ahead and buy it. So where was... this was the ultimate... And look at all the views that one got. That's his highest viewed video in recent weeks. This was after the Xbox Showcase. He did a tweet saying the Xbox Showcase was going to suck. Look at that face. He looks kind of like Joe Biden. And, yeah. Not too good. Oh, come on, music. Continue. Yeah, keep playing. So, yeah, I mean, look at this. And people are, I think, asking him about the... Where's the tweet? I don't know. He deleted it. So that's Dreamcast guy. it's fun for a while to just watch and see what's going on with him, but it's just miserable. Like, does he have his? I want to see his Twitter account because he was bitching about Trump too. I'll show you. Look at this face too. He's always got the derpy face going. There needs to be a maximum age for running for office. Shut the fuck up. I think he lives in California, so naturally he'd be a Biden supporter. Alright, so that's Dreamcast guy. That's really all I have with him. This was one of the worst videos I've ever seen in my entire life. Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake Hands-On Preview. So this guy, another dissection of the channel. 30,000 subscribers. I've never seen his videos before, but you see right here that which he mentioned. This is the one right here. See, look at the numbers. Not really too good. He mentioned he never played Dragon Quest before. Like, how the fuck you never played any Dragon Quest games before? First time playing Dragon Quest 2. You know, like, look at this shit. 500 views? You have 30,000 fucking subscribers. 100 views? Like, what the hell? But anyway, my point of this video that really pissed me off is, I'm not going to play the video, but you can see in the preview, he's on camera for like the first minute, and there's a million fucking jump cuts. Like, you can't even do your fucking... Okay, I understand. I don't edit videos. I just sort of go and whatever. Sometimes I need to, like, edit, add something else in, or pause the recording, but I usually do everything in one take. How do you fuck up so badly you can't do your intro without doing a million jump cuts? It's fucking ridiculous. And then he's talking about he's never played Dragon Quest games before. Like, get the fuck out of here. What are you doing? How the fuck is this nobody getting invited? And look, if I was invited, I wouldn't go either because, you know, do I have to go to California? Do I have to go to Japan? Fuck that. I'm not leaving. But how does, like, some fucking nobody who gets 100 views on his video get invited to do the gameplay demo? It's just fucking bullshit. You know? It's fucking bullshit. So, I wonder if anyone's calling him out on it. Now, I guess everyone's like, oh yeah, he's good. Because you can tell by his likes and dislikes. So, there's that. Justin at New York is one of them. Komanga Dreamcast guy is in trouble. Justin, some people are banned from getting codes like Synthetic Man. Yeah, he's probably on a list because of his beliefs and how he's probably talked shit about some companies too in the past. But yeah, you know, most people, if you toe the line, you don't cause a fuss. They always put the things out on Twitter. I don't know where else they send the newsletters or forums out. But I would always see them on Twitter and would fill them out. And they're easy enough. Like, excuse me. God, I'm dying over here. I saw that they re-released Octopath Traveler 1 on PS4 and PS5. And a bunch of people got review codes for that. And because the site that Square Enix use, you don't even need to have a certain amount of subscribers. You need to have a certain amount of views, which I had. So I would have got the code if I wanted it, but I don't want the code. See, the thing is, like, I don't want that because I'm playing the games I'm playing. I'm not going to stop to, you know, just play the game for review. That's stupid in my opinion. But, you know, people got to do it for their content. Hopefully he isn't wishing death on his Republican family members like that other guy. Who, Dreamcast guy? He paid for bot subscribers, probably. Well, the thing with Dreamcast guy, Justin, he's been around for a while. He's been around for a long-ass time. Like, look at this. 15 years ago. I mean, he's made millions of videos. Like, he's always had the fucking dirt face, though. Like, look at this. The young Dreamcast guy. And, I mean, some of the videos do pop off. Right? Brutally, I remember this. He liked Last of Us 2. I think. Let's see the likes to dislike ratio. I don't know. I don't know if he did or not. Last of Us 2. Alright, let me, Alright, these are some of the Twitter things I wanted to show. And this was some guy, I don't know if this is his real, like, profile picture. It might be. Darius. Shit! Look at this shitty-ass grammar. If you still are hyped it should be you. If you are still hyped, if you still are hyped for RPGs in the year 2024, you are a lost cause. The quote tweets have yet to convince me RPG fans are anything but a lost cause. I have been flooded with the absolute unfunniest reaction images and people saying I must only play shooters and sports games. So, and then he's posted this shit about Palestinians. So I thought this, like, it's just funny how things like this pop off. And then there was this one, from this weirdo, which popped off in the feed too. You can see it's got like 6 million views. And we'll play the video here, but basically there's a weird faction of Nintendo fanboys, which I'm not even a Nintendo fanboy. Like, I have a Switch, I played a number of Nintendo consoles. Like, the Mario and Zelda games don't really do it for me anymore, but there is a subsection of Nintendo fans, like Arlo and this guy here, who all they play is Nintendo, like Mario, Zelda, Metroid, games like that. And it's baffling to see, like, the outrage when there are a lot of JRPGs, or as we see in this video here, the anime games. Like, what the fuck do you expect? It's a Japanese company. And he got all upset. You see, he turned the comments off. We're going to look at the quote tweets, too. And they did this post the other day. Hi, everyone. So it was supposed to be a harmless joke song of satire, spiraled into a bunch of controversy, and because of that, I need to step away from social media for a bit. Oh, the pain! Like, go fuck yourself, man. This is like, you're on the internet, bro. You play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. Like, it's just simple as that. So we're gonna watch this corny-ass video. Let me mute the background music. And just see this. And the Nintendo fans, you know, I just don't get it. Like, I don't get how you can be upset about anime games and Japanese games from a Japanese company. But let's see here. Ah, fuck. I gotta unmute it.
Anime Donkey Kong. Anime Mario Party. Anime Mario Luigi 2. Anime Metroid Prime. And a couple games for Nintendo Switch Online. And more anime JRPGs to announce for you to whine.
So he's fucking, it's not even funny. Like, they would laugh at it. It's fucking cringe. Like, there's nothing funny about that. You're just outing yourself for how fucking cringe you are. And, you know, rightfully so, it is going to have people who are going to say, like, you know, you're fucking, go fuck yourself. And we're going to look at the quote tweets. And then he gets all mad and does this thing like, oh no, oh, the pain, I have to step away from social media. Good. Step the fuck away. Go back to wherever you came from. Oh, the last comment was about the guy talking Dragon Quest 3. Yeah, he definitely paid for Subbot. Like, with views like that, the only reason that Dragon Quest 3 video did well, I just saw him, I recommended. I'm like, oh, gameplay, let's see it. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Just overly produced. Overly produced videos are just the bane of my existence. But yeah, let's check out the quote tweets, because they're pretty funny. Alright, and we're not going to watch that video. This is the white man's neighborhood. Alright, I want to see. I'm not going to look at these videos. There were some good ones, but now I'm not going to find them. Yeah, like, that's the thing. What country do you think Nintendo is from? Like, I don't understand getting all confused and butthurt about it. Hey, buddy, I think you got the wrong door. Yeah, go back to Reddit. He looks like he belongs in Reddit. The poor man's 4chan. Oh, God. What is this? Mr. Krabs. Is that racist? How's that racist? Nice of you to make a salt. Is he racist, though? I don't know about that. Oh, anime! Oh, yeah. What is this? I mean, yeah, Zelda kind of has that anime art style to it. To be fair, he probably doesn't like the Xenoblade games because no, not the heckin' waifus. Pokemon, Nintoddlers. when the Japanese country they're a fan of announces a Japanese game that isn't Bing Bing Wahoo Man. That's the thing with me. Like, aren't you sick of playing fucking Mario over and over again? Like, I played Mario when I was younger and enjoyed it, but at a certain point, I'm not going to keep playing the same game over and over again. But then you'll say, oh, you're playing the same game over and over again with JRPGs, but they vary from game to game, and I like them. So, again, I guess it all comes down to perspective, you know, whether you like it or don't like it. You know, I like JRPGs. Cringe gets views for Dario. Justin, to be fair, not every JRPG should have an anime art style. I agree with him on that, at least. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, some of them have, like, same face. Alright. Oh, it's Val! Look at this guy! What the hell is he? He's doing, like, DSP shit. So, I guess we're done with that. Let me, get some more tabs up and see what I can find here. Alright, we actually had some good stuff with Zubitech. Alright, let's get a mixture of memes, some woke shit. Bear with me, guys. I'm gonna get like a mixture of memes, woke shit, and some other stuff here. So just, I guess, talk amongst yourselves in the chat for a minute. I gotta find them now because I have so many fucking tabs. And after this, we'll get to the Biden stuff, because that's the main event here. I think my problem tonight, I have so much shit to talk about that I'm kind of all over the place. And I don't really have a good order to go through things at the moment. But we'll figure it out. So what games are you guys all playing? I mentioned before, I'm currently playing through Persona 5 Strikers, which is the sequel to Persona 5. And I think it's quite good. And I also, before I played Star Ocean Second Story R, I played through Astro's Playroom, which is the pre-installed game on the PS5. And that game was good, man. It's like a 5-hour game. It's relatively short. And I enjoyed it. So if you have a PS5, you should play through it. Even if it's, you know, even if it's shorter. How's it going, Ryan? Welcome. How are you? Scorpio, I barely play Mario. Ryan, Ola, did I miss anything? Not really. We just kind of doing a makeup stream. We talked Nintendo Direct stuff. Made fun of Dreamcast guy a little. I got some more stuff to go over. Komanga says the stream's been great. Well, I'm glad you can join, Komanga. Justin, Marvel Nemesis and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Oh, how are you liking them? And what kind of game is Marvel Nemesis? Ryan, currently on Fate Grand Order event run on Japan server. Oh, okay. I've still been playing Fate Grand Order, just doing the dailies, whatever AP I have. And recently, I rolled Mordred, Rider Mordred, which is a 4-star, which I was so happy to get her. Not the Saber Mordred, Rider. She has a surfboard. It's great. And I rolled someone else who was pretty cool. The guy from the movie, the bow and arrow guy from the movie, Arash, that's his name, Arash. He's in the party now too. He's a 1-star, but he has a really powerful noble phantasm. But I was actually shocked to roll Mordred. I'm like, holy fuck, I thought Mordred was rare, but it's not like the regular Mordred, it's the 4-star Mordred. Which I'll still take her. Alright. What do you guys want? We have a funny 4chan thread. We have some good news from Zubitech. Some articles about woke shit. and some kind of memes. Let me know. Komanga's still playing Skyrim. Ryan, wait patiently for ZZZ and Daybreak English patch. Yeah, well, that's coming out next week. Justin, Marvel Nemesis fighting game similar to Smash, and they're both okay. Ryan, man, the event Servant Japan released really deep cut reference. It's Hebe Chica from a skit, random cameo from Carnival Phantasm. Isn't Arcade gonna be in one of the polls too? Because Tsukihime just released. And Komanga says 4chan. All right, let's go to 4chan then. Let's fucking go. So I saw this thread. This was from last week. I'm glad it's still available. It's gonna be deleted soon. But this is a question. What is the Nickelback of video games? So that's a question for all you guys. And the first response, we'll go through some of the responses, but the first response, good response actually. Assassin's Creed, mediocre junk food series that's years past its prime and isn't relevant anymore. I agree. So let's see some other responses. Call of Duty is the MCU of video games, says that add-on. Call of Duty, popular yet widely derided. Dark Souls. Okay. Oh yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn. Horizon's such an interesting series in that, like, it sold so well, but it's a fucking shitty ass game. Like, why do people like it? Why does it keep getting sequels? Let me say this too, guys, and hear me out. I actually kind of like Nickelback too. Why do people hate Nickelback? Nickelback's alright. I kind of like Nickelback. Like, seriously. Nickelback's it's some good boomer rock, you know? Let's see what Anon says. I never understood why people hated them as a band. I just hated their music for being played non-fucking stop. Still a banger to listen to. The part where he says, living like a blind man, always had me thinking he was saying, living like a black man when I was thinking, what song is that? Let's see. What song? I gotta remember. This is how you remind me of what I really am. I kind of like Nickelback. Like, I gotta be honest with you guys. You know, maybe that's just because of my generation. Like, I listened to Nickelback a lot when I was younger. Genshin. Both just ox slops that people hype way too much. If we're talking late 2000s Nickelback, then Soulsborne. It had one or two bangers, but the rest of their track record has been nothing but mediocre copycats, with recent ones being dog shit. The masses still eat it up and wouldn't play other things that are better. Okay. It's interesting Souls keeps showing up. Halo, it's the blandest SPF goy slaw for people who don't play proper shooters. Like, it's not even satisfying as a shooter, just like Nickelback isn't even a satisfying rock band. It's heavily marketed toward dumb fat American kids who eat Doritos and drink Mountain Dew. It's the equivalent of radio butt rock. Yeah, radio butt rock, that's like Nickelback, Shinedown. I don't know if Godsmack is in that. It's like new metal, kinda, but not really, because Nickelback's more like, I call it boomer rock, you know? Morrowind, Sonic the Hedgehog? Gears of War, Halo. I agree, shooters are kind of like the Nickelback. The first add-on bringing up Assassin's Creed, that's a good response. Team Fortress 2, BioWare, Elden Ring, Street Fighter. That's a tough one. There are plenty of games that are horrible, but even the flops were trying to accomplish something. The particular brand of flavorless, wet blanket, committee design product that Nickelback is really hard to apply to something interactive like games. Maybe Horizon 2 and 3, but even Horizon... Does Horizon really have an ambition? Alright, let's see. Let me get caught up in the continue going, but I got the tablet so I can read the chat while I'm doing this. Justin, for me, COD would be the Nickelback. Komanga says Metal Gear? Nah, not Metal Gear. Justin, bro. Ryan, interesting is that all three Ascensions is different Arcade, which you try to talk to her. The first Ascension is type Earth Arcade default. The second is Tsukihime Timeline Arcade, and the final is Princess. That the theory is on the Fate timeline. Okay. Justin, Metal Gear is dead. I have a few Nickelback songs I like, and that's it. Komanga, I want my Nickelback. Man, I love Doritos. I love Doritos and Mountain Dew. Donkey Kong Jr. Fuck no, let's read this. Fuck Nickelback. Who's the 3 days grace of music? Oh, 3 days grace. That's I hate everything about you. Why do I still love you? That's 3 days grace for those who didn't know. Specifically the first 3 albums. You know, the music that's pretty good, but it's obviously generic, but seems to have soul and passion in it. Music which is heavier than most post-grunge bands and alt-rock bands, but still not heavy to be metal. I see 3 Days Grace as that guilty pleasure game that doesn't play particularly well, but still fun as fuck. Okay. First few Nickelback albums are actually pretty good. Yeah. AAA games wish it had the quality of Nickelback. AAA's industry is more like top 40 pop songs today. Look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh. Yeah, Call of Duty's coming up a lot. From Software? Fortnite? Wii Fit? Diablo 4? Alright, a few more, guys. Anything turn-based? Okay. Never understood why Nickelback was so hated. I thought it was just a Canadian thing, since we were forced to listen to them way too much due to radio laws. Yeah, Nickelback is from Canada, aren't they? Is hating Nickelback one of the first cases of mass form psychosis? Just normal NPCs mindlessly parroting the narrative without being able to explain a reason behind their rationale. I agree, man. Like, I don't really understand the hate behind Nickelback. Is it like generic butt rock, boomer rock? Okay, maybe, but I still like some of the songs. The Witcher 3. Saints Row with ease. Defining characteristics of Nickelback is that they didn't have a genre and just made music in whatever genre was popular. Saints Row, much like that, kept altering its gameplay and story with every new release. World of Warcraft. Helldivers 2. Ace Combat 7. Fire Emblem. Call of Duty. Alright. What's that? What's going on there? Oh, Zelda! See, I really do have to be careful showing some stuff on 4chan because you never know like what image they'll post. You know, people post porn on this godforsaken site. Let's go to Nickelback's Wikipedia, and I just want to reminisce about some of the songs. Why not? Isn't Chad Kroeger, is he married to Avril Lavigne? I think he is married to Avril, who's pretty hot. Still is pretty hot. Where is she? Yeah, she is. Oh, they divorced. Oh, she's still, look at her. She's still fucking hot. God damn. He was a skater boy. She said, see you later, boy. Okay. I want to see some of the songs, and I'll try to do some karaoke for you. With what I can remember. Where's the, yeah. The Nickelback of video game, huh? Assassin's Creed is spot on for the Western Sphere. Japan is hard. Maybe EDF. Komanga. Assassin's Creed remakes are coming. Justin, what the fuck? There's a sword in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth that kind of looks like the Moonlight Greatsword from Software games. Wow. And Komanga, what was that? LOL. Like I said, I mean, you want to see? You see some crazy shit on 4chan. Like, let's just see the top threads right now. Like, Aerith. Tarzan, the waifu shit, you know. 2B's always on here. Like, you go here, Komanga? Like, come on, you gotta go to V. There's great stuff. Great stuff to be had. So you do what you do. But anyway, Nickelback, let's sing. I just want to see the singles so I can remember them. This is how you remind me. Where's the one? Look at this photograph. This is like the big rock ballad. Far away, far away. Alright. Justin, wasn't she like... She was 16 in that Skater Boy video? I don't know how old she was. How old is she now? How old is she now? How old's Chad Kroeger? Alright, he's 49. Avril Lavigne, she's 39. Yeah. Come on, what do you guys think? Well, anyway. So let's check out this. This is true. Actually, no, this is not true. I wanted to talk about this because this is fucking... The retarded Zoomers of this world are literally making a defense saying that paying to rent games, paying, you know, the monthly fee, the yearly fee to rent games is better than paying to own games on the virtual console. What the fuck are you talking about, dude? Like, what are you talking about? You'd rather pay to rent games than buy them? The virtual console was the best thing ever. Like, there's so many games I played on the Wii Virtual Console that I otherwise wouldn't have played because of it. Super Mario RPG, the older Zelda games, you know, so much stuff on there that, like, I never would have played without the Virtual Console. I know that's Wii U, but it was on the Wii as well. Yeah, you actually own the games. Let's see. Oh, you couldn't play on... Who the fuck's playing games on... What games are you playing online? Like, what the fuck is he talking about, dude? Like, oh, God. And the Zoomers speak. I low-key... Like, shut the fuck up. Like, some of the Zoomers speak I just can't take anymore. Alright, let's cleanse the palate. Let's cleanse the palate with some good news from our friend Zubitech, which this code works. I redeemed the code and got... I'm not going to use... But I redeemed the code anyway, just to get it. On PlayStation Network, if you put this code in, you'll get Astrobot avatars if you're interested. So, Zubitech, free Astrobot avatars for PlayStation. There's a code if you're in North America, Europe, Australia, New Zealand, Japan, Korea, and Hong Kong. And I gotta say, guys, I will have my review of Astro Boy, it's called Astro's Playroom, in, I think, next video is E7, then Blaze Blue, then Astrobot. So... in like 3 weeks or so. And it's a fun, charming game. I really had fun playing the game. If you have a PS5, I recommend it. It's short. It's only 5 hours long. And I hope PlayStation can do something with this. I really do. Alright, so let's see this. At first, I saw this, and I thought this was bullshit. But we have an article from Bounding Into Comics, which I don't know how trusted a source Bounding Into Comics is. But let's just see this. New info. PlayStation Studios is reportedly looking for new casting for a game currently in production. 20 or 30, that's like weird. 20 or 30? You would think it's like 20 to 30. 20 or 30, regardless. Dark-skinned trans woman. What does that even mean? Like, what is a trans woman? A knife expert. The story revolves around how their culture doesn't accept women as leaders in their community. Like, what the fuck? And apparently, this was sourced from somebody, not iPlay. I don't know. Like, what is that? Okay, so some rando. But then Bounding Into Comics did an article. Rumor. PlayStation Studios seeking non-white transgender actor to lead new game. Story will focus on how their culture does not accept women as leaders in their community. Alright. According to New Whisper on the digital streets, Sony's PlayStation Studios, it should be... What are all these fucking grammatical errors? Are currently looking to develop a new game centered on a male-to-female transgender protagonist who seeks to prove herself... Herself? Would it be like their self? They self? Against the misogynistic values of her culture. Word of this title's development was raised on June 20th, courtesy of noted Spanish language PlayStation fan news account. Like, is that real, though? Is that real? That's why I don't know if this is bullshit or not. Like, some random Spanish account, but they're making articles, so who knows? Detailing a casting call they would later purport to have witnessed firsthand, the account explained that the game was looking to feature a girl 20 to 30 age of age, dark skin, and transgender who was an expert in knives. What the hell? Further, they noted that its story would also center on how their culture does not accept women as leaders in the community. Met with an understandable wave of skepticism in response to their post, Not iPlay would return to the topic 2 days later to clarify some things regarding their claims. Addressing some of the most common criticisms leveled against them, the news account asserted it was never bait, it's 100% real. This info was taken from a page where you have to register to see the casting calls. Also, Ubisoft, Activision, and other SIE games. I claim it is a PlayStation Studios game because the casting director's history, 99% of the time I worked for SIE. Trust me, guys, the account added, I would never go into the mud without being 100% sure of things of a sensitive topic like this. You know, like, I think it's bullshit, but at the same time, the world we're in, this could very much be real. It could be. Unfortunately, for those curious and still skeptical, Not iPlay has yet to provide any further details regarding the casting call, including the identity of its cast director or the exact resource from which they first gleaned that information. To this end, while the exact trustworthiness of the account's rumor has yet to reasonably conclude, it is given at least some level of credence due to the fact that those teams under the PlayStation Studios banner have, in recent years, shown themselves being more and more open toward tackling such topics in their games. Blah, blah, blah. Last of Us 2, a game sucks. Crash Bandicoot has non-binary in it now? What the hell? Concord? Yeah, that game looks like shit. Alright, so you get the idea. What do you guys think? Justin, I quit porn for good. I'm only interested in the real thing now. Well, good for you. Good for you. I mean, sometimes you need to take care of business, but if you can get the real thing, you know, good for you. Ryan, dude, Justin, Zoomers are brain dead. Ryan, it's almost like a certain CEO said future game is not bought, buy, rent, and consumer cannot attain. Yeah, I know the news, but with no context or perception, it's making tone bad. Justin, I heard about this Knife Expert game, Komanga, PlayStation. I have such mixed feelings of PlayStation Komanga because I love PlayStation. Like, I've every console. The PS2 is still the best console of all time. PS4 close second, actually. And having played Astro's Playroom, like that game, there's no agenda. It's just a fun, cute little game. And then they give us this shit. Like, what the fuck, PlayStation? Give us more Astrobot and less of this shit. Like, what the hell? Is that so hard to ask? Scorpio, I'm pretty sure they meant black trans women. I guess so. Ryan, for story context, it's quite interesting how they tackle, but man, a trans woman, specific races, really? It's ridiculous, man. They're just doing it to please a certain group of people. People won't even buy the game. And then we're here making fun of it. I'm not going to buy the game. It doesn't interest me. It's comical how extreme they've gotten. It really is. Like, you think this is a joke, but it's very well probably going to be true. Justin, what do they mean by trans women, male to female or female to man? I think they meant female to man. They said it up here earlier. Because I was questioning that too. Because I get confused when they say that. Yeah, I don't know. A transgender... I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. I don't even know what that means. I think there was a female to man in Rebel Moon 2. Ryan, this is why the Western Sphere wrecked so many things. Why didn't they make their own place, you know, like a furry, making their own place so when the media put mainstream, the mainstream audience is not shocked? I'm not sure, man. What was this one I had? Oh, this is a good meme. Alright, to cleanse the palate, we have the new SMT5 Vengeance DLC leaked. I'm Cheeton, Japan's crazy mascot. Which, I don't know if you guys probably don't even know who this is, because most of you aren't even on Twitter. But, Cheeton is this account who has 1.6 million followers, and takes out a lot of ads on Twitter, so if you don't have an ad blocker, it just shows up all the time, and it's just fun. It's just this cute little Cheeton, the mascot. So, I thought this was a great meme that someone photoshopped him in SMT5. Oh, not that one. That's later. So, someone photoshopped him in SMT5 Vengeance as DLC. But so I showed you this. Let me show you this too. This is just like a Kino video right here, guys. Let me mute the background music so we can hear it. And before you ask, the PS2 is standing up. It shows the PlayStation 1 down there, and this isn't a PlayStation 1 game. But, you'll see. Just the Kino vibes you get out of this. Let's watch. Ready? Oh my god! Look how comfy it is, man! I saw this on the feed. I'm like, whoa! 2.6 million views. It's just the comfy aesthetic of Persona 4, the intro for Persona 4, and I don't know. I thought it was just fun to see. So why not share it with all of you? The good times. All right, let's do that, and let me cycle through some tabs again. So let me put Jack back on here. Let me cycle through some tabs, guys, and I'll get some more fun stuff to go through. Yeah, I had the thing on Asmongold. Let me get that as well. Alright, Justin, the lip crap is all black magic, Freemasonry, fucking bullshit. It is! It's fucking bullshit, Justin. Ryan knew who he was. Cheaton, the demon. Just remember that SMT Mubage has Sonic, Dante, and Bayonetta as demons in their game. Man, playing Persona 4 in a CRT TV is making me remember my junior high school playing that game. Justin, oh, that's Persona 4. Yeah, man. The nostalgia. You don't even really have to even know Persona 4. Just like seeing the aesthetic of the TV and everything is just, I don't know, man. It's just the feels, right? Ryan, oh yeah, Eden Zero last chapter is out, so it ends the series. How's your overall rating? Okay, Ryan, I did hear that. Let's get that tab up as well, because yeah, Eden Zero ended. And I have not read past, like, I want to say volume 23 or so. After the time skip, I stopped reading it, because I like to binge read the volumes as opposed to reading chapters week to week. So I have not read the final chapter, Ryan. But overall, if I had to rate the manga from what I have read, I would say it's like an 8 out of 10. Maybe 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10. But I don't know the ending. I believe Rave Master is Mashima's best series. So, you know, I like the characters of Fairy Tail the best. Well, I don't know, man, because the Rave Master characters are all really good as well. So, I don't know. But I do like Eden Zero. I haven't finished reading it, so I can't give you a rating for the whole series. Ryan says it's a 7 out of 10. Yeah, for me, at the moment, it's like a 7 out of 10 or an 8 out of 10. But I haven't read since, like, past the time skip. I saw the beginning of the time skip when they were fighting, like, the Dark Stars or whatever they were called. I saw that. It's more straightforward than messy. Yeah, Fairy Tail is a bit of a mess. It went on like 60 something volumes. But Fairy Tail's still fun. I love it. Alright, guys, almost caught up here. Since we're talking about that, we'll go to the anime news. Yeah, I got some anime news there. We'll mix in some memes as well to get you to laugh. Just 1 second. No update on that guy who was driving without a license either. I'm surprised. What's this? In under 2 minutes? Like I said, God, this is such a problem that I have all these fucking tabs and everything else. Alright, fuck it. Let's just go, and we'll see what happens. So we'll start with that. Eden Zero has ended. It began its serialization in 2018 and wrapped up. This is the beautiful artwork from Mashima at the end with all our main characters. So there you go. I reviewed it on the channel if you guys are interested. I think most of you have probably seen it. What music is playing? Let me tell you. It's from Deltarune. The song is called Field of Hopes and Dreams. Is the name of the song. I never played Deltarune. I heard this song from Jesse's Auditorium. And it was a good song, so I added it to the playlist. But yeah, so this ended. And it'll be interesting to see where Mashima goes, because he is working on Dead Rock. And he's still doing, with Fairy Tail 100 Years Quest, he does the story, and Ueda does the artwork. Alright, Anime Matsuri. This came on my feed the other day. And this is Vic Mignogna's con. Which they're having some other... Like, they're having just random guests here. Like, who's this? Mark Kidwalk Britton. Who the fuck? 7 voices in the original Dragon Ball Z dub? What voices? I don't know who. What is he? Korin? That's what it looks like there. And one of the Kais down there. Alright, but they got one guy. Yeah, Quentin Flynn. Which Vic Mignogna is going to be here. And they advertised Quentin Flynn's going to be there as well. Who, of course, is the voice as Axel. And Raiden. And Cone. And various other things. And they had some Ethot coming. So I'll see if I can show you her. Yeah, here she is. Which, Joey? Like, what? And then Vic Mignogna's hosted it. And there's some other thought I gotta show you. You guys can look at your own... Yeah. Hannah Bunny. Okay, that's Vic Mignogna's con. We get all our people. So, I don't know. It's still bullshit how they canceled Vic Mignogna. I mean, the guy does nothing wrong. He does this little thing on Twitter where he does his good morning update or whatever. The daily victory. I mean, how can you hate Vic Mignogna? So, it's a shame. Okay, Fate Stay Night Remastered. This is going to be the English release of Fate Stay Night, which is... There's going to be info in August when the release date's coming, but supposedly it's releasing in 2024. So, if they're going to announce in August, I don't know, it'll probably come out in, like, November, December. And they gave us some new artwork. And people were wondering, you know, Shiro's the main character, and they put him off to the side for the waifus. Choose your adventure. But yeah, having recently binge-watched a lot of the Fate series, I will definitely be picking this up and wanting to experience the Fate Stay Night visual novel and see how it differs from the adaptations, particularly Saber's route, because people who've only watched the anime, the '06 version is supposed to adapt, you know, the Saber route, because Unlimited Blade Works is Rin, and then Heaven's Steel is Sakura. But the way they did '06 is they kind of meshed all three together. So, yeah, I'll be looking forward to it. That's coming out soon. This was a great update here. This is from Nice America. Dive into the wide world of JRPGs of Nice America at Anime Expo. Join the David Vink, Brandon Johnson, and Cam Final Mix to learn about JRPGs and try out Nice America's most accessible titles in the beginner-friendly panel. So that's going to be on July 6th at Anime Expo in Los Angeles. And look at our boy David Vink! Now, I'm going to give you some deep lore about this right here. Are you ready for this? So I watch Eric Landon. I'm a big fan of Eric Landon's channel. And he does every week the damn Q&A every Sunday. And then he unlists the stream and uploads clips on his second channel. And Eric Landon was talking about some behind-the-scenes stuff of Nice America. He was getting all salty because Nice America... You know, I don't think Eric Landon understands. Because there's some big creators who the companies reach out to you and they'll email you the code if you're a big creator. But most plebs have to go and reach out to them themselves and ask for the code. Like, he expects everyone to send him the code. That's why he had a kerfuffle about SMT5 a few years ago. Regardless, according to Eric Landon on his live stream, Nice America, like the behind the scenes stuff, has sort of been moving around a little. So there's new people in charge of giving review codes. And he was getting pissed off that they wouldn't send him the review code. But according to him, they invited him, and his words, he said something like, oh yeah, they invited me to some anime expo in Los Angeles in July, but I couldn't go. And I don't even think Eric Landon knew who, like, the other hosts are. And I'm just thinking, could you imagine Eric Landon flies from Mexico all the way to LA, and he's doing this panel, and next thing you know, he's sitting next to his buddy David Vink. Can you just imagine that? Because the two of them hate each other. But, man. No, I think it's a good thing, though. Like, you know, get these guys talking. I don't know. I know David Vink is. I don't know who these two guys are, but, you know, get them together and talk about JRPGs. I think it's a good thing. And despite how much I pick on this guy, I like him. You know, it's just easy to pick on. Right? Ryan, I think it establishes Eden Zero for a Mashra Multiverse. Yeah, have you read Heroes, Ryan? That's the crossover between Rave Master, Eden Zero, and Fairy Tail. It'd be nice if they did like an OVA or a mini-series of that. Justin, you can watch the entirety of Fairy Tail on BitChute. Well, that's nice. Yeah, I've watched all Fairy Tail before, but if you want to watch it on BitChute, there you go. Ryan, Deadrock is bi-monthly. Justin, the voice of Raiden. Yeah, that's Quentin Flynn. Komanga, Vic. Ryan, man, Emiya got older into Archer in that artwork. And just the games. I know David Vink in just the games. I don't know who Cam is. Yeah, I don't know. I know who David is. I don't know who the other guys are. Justin, would they have paid for his flight? No, they wouldn't. That's why Eric said, you know, he's not going to go. Which David, I do know he lives in Nevada. So, I mean, he's the next state over. So you can just drive there or fly there or whatever. But yeah, I thought that was funny. And I know Eric doesn't know that these guys are going because Eric's not on Twitter. And he sort of stays away from all that. But I just thought it was funny. Alright, this was... I don't know how true this is. But this is believable because this game came and went like you couldn't believe. In a recent financial report, Square Enix has confirmed that Dragon Quest The Adventure of Dai Infinity Strash only sold 52 copies in the West, 30 of which were refunded immediately. What? 50 copies? Like, that's it? How does that even happen? Oh my god. Like, it's just crazy. Oh, there's... dude, this guy's great. You gotta follow RPG Haven either on Twitter or on YouTube. Makes great videos on YouTube. Square loves shooting themselves in the foot with titles. Weird is fine, but how does anyone see this and not think... Infinity... Yeah, what a weird-ass name. Infinity Strash. Infinity's Trash. Very strange. But yeah, this guy, he does great videos on his YouTube. Alright. From the same account, which is just baffling to me, that an account all about Dragon Quest, and this, you know, kind of looks cool. Early footage of Dragon Quest 9, which is the DS game, turn-based game, from 2006, shows early footage appears to be better game than the turn-based slop we got at the end. Like, what the fuck? You're a Dragon Quest channel, and you're calling turn-based slop? I just thought that was just goofy. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? I don't really know if that combat's much better, but okay. Alright, yeah, this was... we were talking about Horizon earlier. And this, to me, just is either made up or just inflated numbers. Like, it sold 32 million copies in Sony. Let's look at Rock Solid. But this person, you'll never be you know, I guess it is a recognizable franchise. I know what Horizon is, but the games still fucking suck. And it's just a forced brand. Yeah, I mean, in a way, I guess it is a recognizable franchise and that people know what Horizon is. It sells well, but the games fucking suck. And this is true. I mean, I'm not really a big Zelda fan either. Like, cool, you're getting a Zelda game, you can play as Zelda. Whatever. All right, here's nostalgia. Do you guys have Comcast back in the day? On demand with Comcast. This is how I used to watch WWE pay-per-views, baby. Fucking Royal Rumble. Oh, yeah. Ryan, yeah, Die is a cash grab because the game only covers first 50 episodes of the anime, not until finished. Oh, and the anime is like 100-something episodes, right? Justin, that Infinity Strash game goes for so much money at Microplay. Stay away from it! Ryan, the gameplay becomes a grind. Just watch the anime. Strash is the move that will become Giga Trash in Dragon Quest moves. Komanga Horizon is meh. Alright, this is I think a meme. What was this one? Okay, this is another one about kind of making fun of how... Alright, okay, this is a quote from this guy. And I think this is absolutely a good strategy for a lot of companies. Move away from AAA games and focus on the AA games and, you know, make more fun games. Like, not every game has to have all these next level graphics and be state of the art. But the thing of it is, bitching about the prices, this is just a standard rate of price. You're lucky Nintendo games are still $60 instead of $70 on the PS5. So I don't really get this argument. These games are for people, not for me, but they are for people. And this comment, so basically the strategy is to rip people off and charge 60 to 70 for lower AA quality games. More and more, the quality of Nintendo games are starting to look like things you see on cell phones or games you saw with Amico. Yeah, but the thing is, Nintendo's never been graphics. I mean, okay, this is kind of... People aren't gonna like this, maybe. I don't know. But this is like Mario, man. What do you want Mario to look like? God, I'm starting to fucking slur my words like Joe Biden. Jesus. I don't really get it. I mean, it's $10 cheaper than a PS5 game. This does please the Nintendo fan. This pleases like the parent who is buying their games for their kids. I don't really see what the problem is. I think it's actually a great strategy for Nintendo. Alright, ready for what? This is going to get a little spicy now. You ready for this? Where do you sit? You're stuck on an 8-hour flight. Take your seat. Now, you guys are going to have to help me out here because I don't know half these people are. But let's just go through them real quick. So, we got Kanye West, Alex Jones, and Tucker Carlson. I have no idea who that guy is. I have no idea who that woman is. That's Pearl Davis. She's like the MGTOW for women. That's Greta. That's the chick who said the N-word a few weeks ago. I don't know who that chick is. That's Mr. Beast. I have no idea who that guy is. Is that Brad Pitt? That's Joey. I'm not sure who that is. That's Jesus. That's Nick Fuentes. And that's Ben Shapiro. Take your seat. Help me out with the other names. And I gotta run to the bathroom real quick, guys. So I'll be right back. And we'll get back, continue. We'll talk about the debate and all sorts of other fun stuff. But I gotta take a little bathroom break. All right, guys, I'm back. Let's see. Let's get caught up in the chat here. Let's see. Komanga, Horizon is meh. Shinx, there's always TWC back then. Komanga, I remember the Comcast On Demand, good times. Hell yeah, man. Ryan, I can see why some developers said the game price is not up while the cost for making them is rising, but yeah, don't always make AAA games for better money saving. Don't always... I'm not sure what you mean by that, Ryan. Can you rephrase it, maybe? But yeah, I mean, yeah. For example, not Triangle Strategy. Octopath Traveler 2 sold 3 million copies against Final Fantasy XVI's 3 million copies. And I would say Octopath Traveler 2 net more money because it's a cheaper game to make than Final Fantasy 16. Wouldn't you agree? Komanga next to Jesus. Yeah, that's a good one. Justin says 6, so he's going to be next to... Yeah, it is Brad Pitt. Tyler Durden from Fight Club. And Joey in that row. Every man should at least watch Fight Club. The book is awesome, too, and super short. Komanga, I'm torn on 7 and 8. Well, 8 would be interesting because the two of them hate each other, don't they? But yeah, so that's good. Let me put Jack back up. And I'm sorry I'm been scatterbrained tonight, guys. But again, I have so many things bookmarked here that I wanted to go over. I'm just trying to make sure I get everything, which I think I have. So now we're going to move into more of the crazy shit and the debate. We're going to talk about that. I wanted to save that for the end just because... You know, that shit's crazy. Ryan's kind of sad the reason Falcom is still on the mid-sized indie corporation when they're as old as Square Enix. Yeah, and Falcom, people don't talk about it, but Falcom innovated a lot of those things that we see in games today. Like, if it wasn't for Falcom, well, it probably still would have happened, but you can say Falcom was the first. They were the first. And they don't really get the respect because they had a problem with not being able to localize things, you know? There's always been some sort of problem with that, with the English localization, and that's where you get a lot of your sales. Like, yeah, okay, you'll sell them in Japan and stuff, but you're going to sell them in the U.S. as well. So hopefully that gets squared away now. I think they are going to announce, Trails Through Daybreak 2. It's probably going to come out sooner than we know because they're going to have Kondo at that Anime Expo next week. Like, what? You're gonna have the guy from Falcom fly over to the U.S.? There's gonna be a big announcement there. So I fully expect. Well, Trails Through Daybreak 2 is definitely coming out, but the thing of it is, I think it's gonna come out sooner than you think. You know, that's what I think. Shinx back then with the PC 88 and 98 Falcom days. Alright. Ryan Kai next year, hell yeah. Now, how do you play them all early, Ryan? Like, do you use the fan translations and stuff? How do you go about doing that? Oh, speaking of Trails, we got the Trails in the Sky, the third song. This is, oh man, such a great OST. Alright. We got a lot of good stuff, man. I got a bunch of clips here. Ryan, maybe Simul release Tokyo Xanadu 2. I'm watching people playing. I'm always playing the game when they release. Trying to buy official games, especially series I like. There you go. All right, almost good. Where should we start, guys? Because I have a meme in regards to the debate as well as all the clips. I think we'll start the meme with Joe's debate prep, and we'll do some background. And again, this is all in good fun. You know, don't take it too seriously. Ryan, if it exceeds my budget, then I'll wait for a sale. I'm in a country when the pirated culture is quite strong. Well, good. All right. You guys still here? Who's still here? If you're still here, you know, chat. Because I think I got everything I wanted to say. Let's start. Alright, we gotta turn the music off now. We'll do our reaction to and recap of the United States presidential debate. Oh yeah. Some good stuff here. Alright. So. It started with this. First of all, the debate was, you know, Thursday, a few days ago. But prior to that, Joe Biden went to the cabin in Camp David, which is in Virginia, and nobody saw the fucking guy for a whole week. He was in there prepping for a whole week. They gave him too much information. Well, he's got fucking dementia, we know that, but they gave him too much information and he couldn't keep up with it. But my question is, who the fuck was running the country for the past week when he's in Camp David? And the debate was, I think, 9 o'clock, right? This is 8:30. This is a half hour before the debate. And he posts this. Like, first of all, he doesn't even know how to open PDF. So who the fuck's typing this? I don't know what they got in these performance enhancers, but I'm feeling jacked up. Try yourself, folks. See you in a bit. So, what the fuck? Do I want to click that? I'm kind of scared. I'll click it. Let's see. Can you buy the Biden water? What the fuck? It should have, wait a minute. This is how this fucking guy, he doesn't know how to meme. It should have been 420. What the fuck is this 460? If you're going to do a fucking meme like this, sell your secret sauce, what the fuck is this? This is so fucking, like this guy, Dark Brandon means dark fuck Joe Biden. Like, you don't even know what you're talking about. The secret to a good debate performance: stay hydrated. Get yourself the same performance enhancers Joe Biden took before going on stage. 100% water, 0% malarkey. First of all, Donald Trump said, well, he asked him, you know, let's take a drug test, and Biden refused. Trump was like, I'm willing to take the drug test. Like, why wouldn't you take the drug test, old Joe? What the fuck? But look how, like, old he is. Look at his head. Come on, folks. I got a photo. Joe Biden took that photo. Dr. Jill. You know, this is a misleading title too. She has a PhD. She's not like a fucking doctor. Like you go to the hospital. A doctor, fix me. No, she's a fucking teacher. Is what she is. Get real, Jack. It's just water. Yeah. You wish. Alright, so this video was fucking hilarious. From Vincent Oshana. I saw this leaked Joe Biden's presidential debate footage. Let's check it out. This is what they did for a whole week. They're preparing in Camp David. Joe, we got to get you ready for the debate. This is what they did.
Okay, Joe, last one. We've been here for a week. You got this. All right, number one, the dudes, convicted felon. Say Trump's a convicted felon over
Every
and over.
answer. All
Convicted
of them.
felon. All right, Russia, bad. Russia's real bad.
Real bad.
Who win?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Ukraine, good. Zelensky, more money. Billions in Ukraine.
More money.
All right, our border is secure. What is he talking about? Well, wide open border. What are you, nuts? Aliens are cool. LGBTQAI+. We love the gays.
Can't
Joseph.
get enough
We
of
love
them.
the gays.
You're gay. I'm gay.
You're gay. All gay. All right, the economy. Hey, Joe, focus. Focus, all right? Shiny thing.
Oh, Joe's falling asleep.
Yeah, Roe v. Wade, abortions, have them. Everybody have them. Wait, Joe, wake up, wake up, Joseph. Don't fall asleep.
That's
That's
number
number
one on the list.
Give me the adrenaline. Give me adrenaline.
More?
Yes, we need more. This guy's a freaking passing out. Wake up. Adrenaline shot is ready, and boom. There we go. Daddy like you, huh? Daddy like you, huh? All right, Joe, focus, continue. All right, don't talk incest. You didn't shower with your daughter at an inappropriate age.
You were conserving water
Yeah,
for the
you're going
environment.
green, okay? Don't slip and fall. Do not slow your words. And listen, if Hunter comes up, he's amazing, all right?
The smartest
Man, you know. And do not say the N-word, Joseph.
We're live. We can't call
I know you love it. Guess what? If you don't say the N-word, you get a little treat.
Double stuff.
Double stuff Oreo cookie. Last but not least, do not insult Israel. Don't you dare.
You love the Jews. You
love
can't get
the
enough.
Jews. So I think we're good. What's that smell? It looks like someone pooped their pants. Joseph!
Oh my god, man. Fucking hilarious, dude. Fucking hilarious. Holy shit. Alright, you guys are still here. Hold on, let me read. Joe Time, Biden Water, Camel, she was in charge. Dark Brandon, Secret Sauce. Libs are retarded. Joe about to melt away. It's crazy funny. I was dying because it's so true. He's falling asleep, and that is what I believe happened, guys. Like he was in Camp David. That's the retreat for the presidents. And he was there for a week. And these guys, they were drilling him. They gave him so much information. Not only does he have dementia, but I guarantee you, they were doing this shit to him. Not as extreme, but they had the do's and don'ts, and, were coaching that boy. And he fucked up. All right? So, let's watch some clips here. Look at his face. You can just tell how fucked up he is of his face. He just looks like a retard. Go off, kid. I don't remember most, because some of them have captions like this, but they're all bookmarked for a reason. So let's see. What's he going off about?
In the world, every pharmaceutical company cannot have to pay.
Thank you.
And by the way,
so every day, millions.
Alright, so he was in the middle of talking. By the way.
in the world, every pharmaceutical company cannot have to pay.
Thank you.
And by the way,
So every day, millions.
Wait a minute. You can tell by her face too. She's like, what the fuck is he waffling about? Look at her face. She's trying not to laugh too. She's like, what the fuck is his problem? What kind of drugs is he on? Alright, let's see this one. I have to say too, guys, because you watch, come on, you're an American, you watch the debate. I know, Justin, you're Canadian, but you watch the debate too, I would assume. I watched the debate, I watched the whole thing. I was skeptical of CNN hosting it, because, CNN's biased as fuck, they hate Trump. But Jake Tapper and Dana Bash did a decent job hosting as moderators. They were fair, and they weren't combative against Trump. I thought they're actually quite good. So, let's hear what he's saying here.
move until we get the total ban on the total initiative relative to what we're going to do with more border patrol and more asylum officers.
President Trump?
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either. Look,
wait a minute! Do you see his face at the end there? He's like, whoa, what do you say? I don't know what he said either. Let's listen again. What the fuck is he saying? Alright, have a good day, Ryan. Thanks for stopping by, man.
Move until we get the total ban on the total initiative relative to what we're going to do with more border
A total initiative relative to what we're going to do with the border.
patrol and more asylum officers.
And more asylum officers.
President Trump?
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either. Look,
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence, and I don't think he knows what he said either. Like, whoa, Trump, he fucking got him. Justin, oh my God, Kamanga, Joe fumble Biden. Justin, by the way, complete silence. Yeah, he lost his train of thought. Kamanga, where's his iconic whisper? He was very, like, you can just tell. He's like, and then Trump is like very clear. I don't know what he's saying. What did he just say? He doesn't know what he says. Like Trump, you can understand. You know, Justin and I watched Herka's reaction to the debate, and later Ryan. All right, let's see this one, bro. See these reactions, but I did look at 25 million views. What happened here? Let's say.
With the COVID, with dealing with everything we have to do with. Look, if we finally beat Medicare.
Thank you, President.
We finally... Wait a minute. He's talking about the COVID. He fucked up there. Excuse me. We finally beat Medicare. And then Jake Tapper's like, okay, thank you, Mr. President Biden. And look at Trump's face the whole time. Trump's like, what the fuck is he saying?
With dealing with everything we have to do with... Look, if we finally beat Medicare.
Thank you, President.
Thank you, President Biden's wise words. We beat Medicare. What the fuck does that even mean? What does that even mean? Oh, this was great, too. This is him. They're talking about abortion, okay? And Biden's, we need to have abortion to protect people from being raped by their sister. Okay? Listen.
Look, there's so many young women who have been, including a young woman who just was murdered, and he went to the funeral. The idea that she was murdered by an immigrant coming in, they talk about that. But here's the deal: there's a lot of young women who are being raped by their in-laws, by their spouses, brothers and sisters. It's just ridiculous, and they can do nothing about it. And they try to arrest them when they cross state lines.
Thank you.
There have been many young women murdered by the same people he allows to come across our border. We have a border that's the most dangerous place anywhere in the world, considered the most dangerous place anywhere in the world. And he opened it up, and these killers are coming into our country, and they are raping and killing women.
Look, there's so many young women.
I'm speechless. Like, what's he talking about? Your brothers and sisters are being raped by your in-laws. I think he's talking from experience, because there are rumors that the Bidens are a bunch of inbreds. We all know what happened with him and his daughter in that shower.
By their spouses, brothers and sisters. It's just ridiculous.
It's just ridiculous, he says. And Trump's like, you can get the body language. He looks fucking retarded, and Trump is like, what is going on here? Well, get it together, Joe. Yeah, this is when Trump called him Brandon, which this happened in real time, guys. Biden says that the Border Patrol endorsed him. The Border Patrol endorsed Biden, which they didn't. They came out and they said, fuck no, we support Trump. And the head of the Border Patrol is named Brandon. So this has a double meaning. This is the mimetic nature of Trump, where he mentions Brandon from the Border Control, and he calls this guy Brandon, which I don't think Joe knows what Brandon means. I don't even think he does. Oh, we gotta unmute that.
In that final couple of months of my presidency, we had, according to Border Patrol, who is great, and by the way, who endorsed me for president, but I won't say that, but they endorsed me for president. Brandon, just speak to him. But look, we had the safest border in history. Now we have the worst border in history. There's never been anything like it. And people are dying all over the place, including the people that are coming up in caravans.
President Trump.
Look how confused he is at the end there. Look at that face. Like, that's like, shit, where the fuck am I? Look how confused he is, dude. Oh, this is them. They're talking about golf. Let's see this.
President Biden?
You can see he is 6'5" and only 223 pounds, or 235 pounds. Well, you said 6'4", 200. Well, anyway, that's what you're. Anyway, just take a look at what he says he is, and take a look at what he is. Look, I'd be happy to have a driving contest with him. The reason I got my handicap, which when I was vice president, down to a 6. But by the way, I told you before, I'm happy to play golf if you carry your own bag. Think you can do it?
Oh!
He's a 6 handicap of all.
I was an 8 handicap.
Yeah.
8. But I have, you know how many?
I've seen you swing. I know you swing.
Okay, let's
not act like children.
President Trump, we're going.
Did you catch Trump there? He says at the end, Trump's being the better man. He says, let's not be like children. And, like, holy fuck, this guy who's fallen walking up the stairs multiple times thinks he can carry his golf bags? I'd like to say it. I mean, this fucking guy can't even walk. How's he going to carry the golf clubs? Alright, is that the end there? Because this is Jill. We want to save that for the end. What's this? Yeah, Trump, he kept making this face. Driving contest like a race? No, driving as far as, that's a golf term. I had to figure out what that meant too, Justin. That's like how far you can hit the golf ball. Which they're arguing who can hit the golf ball further. At the presidential debate. What's this one? He's on another planet. Let's see. He looks like he's on another planet.
Most embarrassing day in the history of our country's life.
President Trump, over the last 8 years.
It's embarrassing.
The eyes! And that was the thing, too. He had, like, this defeated look in his face the entire time. Trump's just digging into him, and he's making, like, this face like he knows how fucked up he is. Look at his eyes again. They're, like, he's got a lazy eye. They're going all over the place.
Day in the history of our country's life.
President Trump, over the last 8
where the fuck am I? Look at that face! Where the fuck am I? Oh, this was great too. Trump, I took the cognitive test better than anybody. Let's see.
For President Trump to follow up, you would be 82.
Wait a minute. Look at his face again. Look at his face. Like you can just tell by looking at him how cooked he is.
For President Trump to follow up, you would be 82 at the end of your second term. What do you say to voters who have concerns about your capabilities to serve?
Well, I took 2 tests, cognitive tests. I aced them, both of them. As you
I
know,
aced them.
We made it public. He took
Look at
one.
him
I'd
smiling.
Like to see him take one. Just
Why? That's a good question. Trump, he aced the cognitive test. How come this guy hasn't taken a cognitive test? What's he hiding?
one, a real easy one. Like go through the first 5 questions. He couldn't do it. But I took
He
2
could.
cognitive tests. I took physical exams every year. And, you know, we knock on wood wherever we may have wood, that I'm in very good health. I just won 2 club championships, not even senior, 2 regular club championships. To do that, you have to be
That segued into the golf segment.
quite smart, and you have to be able to hit the ball a long way. And I do it. He doesn't do
Look
it.
at that face! What is the face, man? Doesn't he look like he's retarded? Like, I'm sorry, he just does. He just does. All right, we at the end here. Oh yeah, this is... He called it the Black Super Predators, which there's a clip. You can look it up. Might not find it on YouTube, but it might be on BitChute. Biden said the N-word multiple times. And he was a racist. Like, back in the 70s, he hated the blacks.
The black population is horrible, including the fact that for 10 years he called them super predators. We can't, in the 1990s, we can't forget that.
Oh, what do you mean? He did, though. He did. There's clips of that, and there's clips of him saying the N-word. He's like, oh, what do you mean? I never said that. Yeah, you did, bro. Like, what the fuck? All right, almost done. We saw that. We saw that. That's Jill. That's at the end. Anderson Cooper. Okay. All right. So, at the very end, we'll save Jill for the end. At the end, when they left, I'm not going to play the music because there's a song that plays here. But when they left, watch this. And just for clarity, this is on, we have a bigger screen, but this is a zoom in. They're leaving. Look how quickly Trump's walking to the exit, right? He's walking quickly, you know, going to the exit. No help. I don't know who that is. And Trump's already gone. And, oh, help me, mommy. I need to hold my hand. Like, what the fuck is this? He's just arguing with him about carrying golf clubs. He can't even walk down the fucking little step. What the hell is that? with old Joe helping him. I mean, give me a fucking break. And, because this is it right here. This is, you know, Anderson Cooper on CNN. He's talking, blah, blah, blah. That's the clip right there, right? But they just, you know, just, you know, think I'm lying. Like, oh, it's a cheap fake. It's a cheap fake. Oh, which, that's another thing, too. You guys remember that was, what was that, last week with Karine Jean-Pierre, the press secretary, where she was saying that these Republicans are putting all these cheap fakes out there. She's so retarded. She was trying to say deep fake, but she's so stupid she said cheap fake, which is not true. There's all these videos of Biden looking like a moron, and that's what happens. And here's Jill at the end. And again, the face he makes says it all.
Joe, you did such a great job. You answered every question. You knew all the facts.
I did, Mommy!
And let me ask the crowd, what did Trump do? Why?
Oh, Joe, you did so good at the debate. Oh, thank you, Mommy. Do I get my cookie? And look at this lady's face. Holy fuck. And then Elon. All right, this is fucking great too. This is the Democrats' official Twitter page. The winner of tonight's debate. Okay, you got to be in fucking La La Land. What I saw, and again, I'm bi. I like Trump. I love Trump. Trump's great. I'll vote for Trump. So I'm biased in that regard. Okay, I am. But from what I saw that night, is the Democrats' cope was, oh, they're both old. They both sucked. Biden didn't fucking win. Are you crazy? And then Elon, this is Elon Musk, he quote tweeted it, LOL. So there you go. Oh man, it was fucking hilarious, guys. Like I loved it. I thought the debate was great. I know everyone's like, oh, I'm ashamed of this country. Every country's fucked up, man. They're all fucked up. And you know what? America, despite its problems, it's still one of the better countries to live in, I'd say. And I think Trump's great. Biden's got to fucking go. And we need to have some kind of regulations on these elections where you need to take a civics exam. You need to do an IQ test because we can't have retards voting in elections because then Biden's going to keep winning. It's crazy. But, yeah. What do you think? Komanga, Joe's body language tells a lot about his condition. He'll hurt himself on the golf course. Yeah. Justin, oh, okay. Komanga, I feel bad for him. I don't feel bad for him at all. I fucking can't stand the guy. Fuck him. I don't feel bad. Joe is a toddler mentally. Yeah, he's got dementia. He's got all sorts of problems. Justin, I've heard Biden say, put him back in change, though I don't know if that audio was real. That's real, man. That's real. All right, now that we're done with that, I had a funny video to share. Just the insanity of this fucking, this world we live in. I'm going to close all these tabs first. And we're going to watch this other fun video I had. This was in Seattle's Aurora Avenue North. This supposedly happens on a daily basis. Fentanyl addicts and prostitutes dominate the hood. And there were kids at the gas station when I rolled up Monday to get a soda. So let's see. We got the prostitute here and the fentanyl addict. Let's check it out.
What you reporting for?
I just see you in a bikini and inside a gas.
Hold on, let me refresh that because the audio is lagging.
What you reporting for?
I just see you in a bikini and inside a gas station. That's why I'm just wondering why.
This is the Blade be selling ass over here, so you can put your camera down.
Why is she talking like that?
The fuck?
The high heels!
I dare you to run in those heels. I'd love to see you.
What the fuck is going on? Look at that!
You fast.
Look at that crackhead lady. Look at this lady.
Oh my!
Shit! Got my cigarette hanging out. Does she have a mask in her hand? What's going on there?
Woo!
All right, and then he walks like the next block over, and he sees
North
a crackhead.
Seattle is lost. Oh my god! And then you see this fella. Hey, bro. Hey, man, you okay? You okay, man? What are you on, blues?
What?
You on blues? Man, you can't stay on the street, man. It's an alley. Someone's gonna like hit you. Can we at least get you off the side of the street?
He's good.
Hey, bro, we got to get you on the side of the street there, man.
Go on,
all right?
get him out there.
Come on. Well, you gonna roll? Nah, man, I gotta pick you up, man.
Oh my god! What the fuck? What the fuck is going on, guys? Don't do drugs. Holy fuck. What am I going to have to do to the stream, guys? Am I going to unlist the stream now? I mean, she was wearing clothes. You just saw her, like, her ass, right? I don't know. Wow. Alright. Well, I think I had some other stuff. We're going to kind of, depending on what the chat says, I guess we'll segue or continue commenting on that. But, man, I saw that video the other day. I just had to share it with you guys because it's just so fucking funny. I guess it's sad in a way, but, like, how bad does your life have to be to do drugs like that? And you do so many drugs that you're just laying on the fucking side of the road. Like, seriously, how do you get to that stage in your life? I just don't know. Justin, she couldn't pay me to have sex with her, LOL. They're all on Skoma, LOL. And Komanga, don't do drugs, kids. Definitely not. Oh my god. Alright, so I think I pretty much covered everything. Okay, we can cleanse the palate with this. I have another video. Shinks, Kevin, have you heard of Sony cutting jobs on recordable media business? Yeah, that was about the Blu-rays. I did hear about that, actually. And there's reports that, you know, they might make everything digitally. Which is just ridiculous. But unsurprising. Unsurprising. Oh, Elden Ring. Yeah, we want to look at that. So, Elden Ring reviews on Steam. I guess we'll just go through that now. Because this stream has just been a smorgasbord of everything I couldn't get to last time. And I'm glad I did. And I do think, guys, I do think that my settings are all good to go now. With the bitrate, I think I solved that problem because this stream was going good the entire night. So that's a beautiful thing. Alright, let me show you, I got some more, like, miscellaneous stuff. We'll go with that. This was something funny I saw last week with Eric Landon, where he made his post here. You know, he posts, you know, the link to his video and writes a little thing to get people to watch it. Because the community, let me tell you, the community page is weird. Sometimes you don't see the community posts, at least in my scenario. But anyway, the way you do community posts and thumbnails, if you put a waifu in there, no matter what, people are going to like it. And I thought one of the comments here was hilarious, right? Who's that girl on the right? And then the replies, they did a great chain here. My girlfriend, my wife, my stepsister, my grandma. And then eventually someone replied, it's from Unicorn Overlord. So I guess that was funny. Like, I wonder if this guy even watched the video where he's like, oh, boop, boop, go, do, who, girl, who? I need to look it up. Like, ooga booga. I thought that was funny. This is very telling. Imagine if women wouldn't wear makeup. Like, what the fuck, man? How does this happen? We get the goth chick to whatever this is. Like, what? What do you guys think there? Because people are like, oh, she's still pretty on the right. I don't know, man. Left is way better. And it just shows you what they can hide behind the makeup. This was something else I saw that I wanted to share with you. This is Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, which is a mobile gacha game. And I've never... Well, actually, I did try playing it years ago. But I couldn't really get into it. And I guess they bring back other characters as units. And so Titus and Yuna are being brought to the game. And people are really criticizing the way Titus looks here. I think they both look great. The only problem is Titus, and I do see the criticism, he should be more tan. But I think he still looks good. And I thought this was it was great seeing these two again. I loved it. So, wanted to share. Final Fantasy X, my favorite game of all time to this day, and it's always great to see them again. But it is quite odd that, yeah, they're getting, and yeah, okay, Titus, he needs to be more tan. But I don't know. They're like, well, first of all, Titus isn't black. They're like, why is he white? If Titus isn't fucking black, he's fucking tan. It's just weird. But I thought this was great. I loved it. I love seeing Titus and Yuna again. So there's that. And then I guess we can talk about Elden Ring. I wanted to go over this last week. Oh, it's back to very positive now. They had the negative reviews. Oh, I think it was just this. The Tree? How do I get to that? Mostly positive. They had like negative reviews before. Who gives a fuck anyway? You know, I don't even like Elden Ring. Yeah, we're about 2 hours. This stream has been fucking crazy. Next week we'll have a better structure, I hope. But I just wanted to go through everything again. And, get caught up. I'm glad I could cover the Biden stuff. And I'm sorry if I was all over the place, guys, but I kind of had everything unorganized because I had so much to get through. What's that? Komanga, that transformation is crazy. Justin, isn't the game 2D sprites? It's just a cinematic. Yeah, it's just 2D sprites, Justin. It's a gacha game. It's a tactics game. But I like seeing the animation of Titus and Yuna because I like those characters. Oh, here was the Asmongold thing. Wait a minute. I'm finding more stuff in my tabs. I did want to talk about the Asmongold thing. Oh, and I'm not going to read the Jason Schreier article. Maybe I'll just save that for next week. We'll end with that. Shinx, will there be copy-protected USBs in the near future? Maybe. Maybe that'll be the way you have to get your physical copy. You have to get it on the USB and you just play on the computer. That's when they phase out consoles or whatever. But when that happens, I'm probably done with new games. Just being honest. Komanga, you thought I was great? Well, thanks, Komanga. I wonder why we had such a small crowd tonight. We only had, it says we have 3 viewers now. But for the most part, we didn't have any more than like 5 viewers. So I don't know. But I think it's probably because, you know, I fucked up last week. And I apologize for that. But again, I did go over the settings more with the bit rate. I lowered the bit rate from 6,000 to 45,000. So, or 4,500 rather. So I don't know. Hopefully that's good. Yeah, I think we'll just end it now, guys. I mean, I've gone over 2 hours. I mainly wanted to cover the Biden shit, get caught up on the Nintendo Direct. Next week, I'll have some more stuff to cover. You guys can always suggest things to talk about, of course. This stream is for you guys. And I'll bring this up again. You know, like, I took a good 6 months off from streaming for a while. You guys remember. Before coming back. And the only reason why I came back to streaming is because a lot of people were asking me to stream again. You guys included. Justin and Komanga included. A few others who don't watch anymore for some reason, but whatever. It's all good, man. And I do want to thank you. My E7 video did quite well yesterday. Let me just show you something real quick, guys. In the YouTube studio. You're leaving, Justin? I'm tired. Good night. All right, good night, Justin. Thanks for stopping by, man. And it's summer. All right, so for anyone still here, let me just show you this with some stuff. And just how strange, like, YouTube and the channel is. Like, the East, anywhere between, like, 40 to 60 views is what I expect and is good for me. And, you know, I was really kind of upset with this video, Final Fantasy IV, how it only got 20 views. After a string of all the East videos doing quite well, and then even Final Fantasy III did quite well, and then Final Fantasy IV, 20-something views. And then this video pops up with 200 views, and you see it has a few dislikes. And the reason for that, which I knew was going to happen, people got confused with this title. And they didn't watch the video. They got confused with the title, and they don't understand. And, like, I would just love to figure out how to properly do things and keep at a steady pace. Because then, and I know that the reason for Final Fantasy VI, why that was a problem for me, I was you know, kind of upset because it had a slow start, is because it's so damn long. It's almost 50 minutes. And then East Origin back to doing well. But, you know, I don't really care so much about the views. What I base things on, like looking at things, because this is all fake to me. 200 views against the others, where I don't really see as much interaction. Like, I sort of base things off the likes and the comments. If I get likes and comments, that tells me that people actually watch it and had something to say about it. And, like, going down, you see, like, what my averages are. Like, you know, 10 something likes. We'll talk more about the trails in a second here. But these, you know, 10, 11 likes, 9 likes, whatever. And then it dips down a bit. And it's just weird, man. Like, I don't expect everyone to watch every video, but the way I've started to do things, just releasing one video a week, I kind of do. Like, if you're subscribed to the channel, I would hope you check out every video, and you just have it on the background at least. You know, that's where I hope. And then going down a bit, the reason why these Trails videos did so well, you see this one's got 1,000 views, 57 likes. And that's because this is like a popular topic, ranking the Trails games from my least to most favorite. So this, I would hazard a guess that most of the people who watch this aren't subscribed to me. Yeah, see? 85% of the people who watch this video are not subscribed to me. That's why it has so many views. Because it's people who are into the Trails series looking for it, you know? And just as another example, let's look at East Origin. Who watched that? Is it my subscribers or is it random people? Yeah, look. East Origin, the video I posted yesterday, 78% is from people subscribed to me. So it's just like weird stuff that, you know, I don't really obsess over it, but I do look at it from time to time just to like make sense of it. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I find it weird too that like I got so many views for me, so many is over 100 views for the Trails videos, because I did cover it for a long time as I was playing. There was 10 games playing through them all, and I would assume the people who watch the Trails games, you know, subscribed, and they don't come back for the other videos, like the newer videos. I guess, is that weird? Like, you know, just again, comparing things with the likes. Like, some of the likes, you know, 28 likes, right? But again, that's got 300 views versus, you know, 20 views. I'm trying to make sense of it. I don't really know what to do, you know? Like, let's just see what this is Trails of Cold Steel 4. Yeah, again, it's kind of closer, I guess, 60-40. And then, like, okay, Final Fantasy IV, I would say this is all my subscribers watching this. Oh, no. Audience. No, that's weird. 62-38? I don't know. What do you think, Komong? I know you're still the only one here. That's weird. 50-minute video felt like a breeze watching. Well, yeah, man. Like I said, I try to just, you know, you know how to do my videos. I do them like I do my streams, except with the videos... Dude, I love streaming more than I do making videos, and the way I do my videos is kind of similar in that it's the same sort of structure, and that I just talk and I have my little pictures, my screenshots to sort of do the slideshow, whereas the stream is just a wide variety of topics. And I guess I like streaming more just because I like talking to you guys. But yeah, you know, very, very interesting. I also think it kind of, am I has to do the thumbnails? I don't make thumbnails. I just take screenshots or cover art from the games to do the thumbnails. And maybe people see the Final Fantasies, but that's, again, it's weird how, like, it goes from 79 to 20 to 200 to 60. Like, I'm fine with 60. I would honestly prefer if this was 60 and people actually watched it, because this being 205 views is... well, the watch time is great, actually. How much, oh, it's engagement I gotta go to. Yeah, not really, though, because a 24-minute video, the average person's only watching 3 minutes of it. So I don't fucking know. But I'll keep doing my videos, Komanga, as long as you keep watching them. You see, next week we have E7. Then the following week, we have Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle, which, where is it? I'll show you. There you go. Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle. And then after that, Astro's Playroom, which I loved Astro's Playroom, man. Can't wait. And I hope you watch the videos, Komanga. I know you will. But yeah. So, with that, I think we're going to have to wrap things up. It was a great stream, guys. I wish I could have done this last week. But, you know, it is what it is. Shit happens. I will be back next week. And I will talk all sorts of stuff. And, you know, if you have any suggestions for topics, let me know. Because what I've been doing, Komanga, is I've been doing the community post. You know, to sort of advertise the video up on Friday, and then the stream is Saturday. If you have any topics you want me to discuss, leave it in a comment, you know, next time, okay? And then we'll put it in the docket. But you know, I usually find enough information to run off, and we'll go from there. All right. With that, we'll leave it there. Thank you guys for hanging out. Always a pleasure. And we'll talk to you next week. So.